You can start, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Mudiraye Shrutam Swakatha Krishna Punya Shravan Kirtana Tadendastoya Bhadrani Vidanti Swahatsatam Nashtaprasha Bhadrishantam Bhagavad Sevaya Vatyuttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 27th chapter, verse. There are two verses today, 20th and 21st. Verse number 20th. Durbhagyenatmano loke vishruta durbhagye tisa yatushta rajarishetu vratta datu purve varam. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The daughter of time, Jara, was very unfortunate. Consequently, she was known as a Dubharga, Durbhag, ill-fated. However, she was once pleased with a great king, and because the king accepted her, she granted him a great benediction. Purport. As Bhakti Vinod Thakur sings, Sab Sukh Bhagala, all kind of happiness disappears in the old age. Consequently, no one likes old age or Jara. Thus, Jara, the daughter of time, is known as the most unfortunate daughter. She was, however, at one time accepted by great King Yayati. Yayati was cursed by his father-in-law Shukracharya to accept her. When Shukracharya's daughter was married to King Yayati, one of her friend named Sarmishtha went with her. Later, King Yayati became very much attached to Sharmishtha, and Shukracharya's daughter complained to her father. Consequently, the Shukracharya cursed the king Yayati to become prematurely old. The king Yayati had 5 youthful sons, and he begged all his sons to exchange their youth for his old age. No one agreed except the youngest son, whose name was Puru. Upon accepting Yayati's old age, Puru was given the kingdom. It is said that two of Yayati's sons, being disobedient to his father, were given kingdom outside of India, most probably Turkey or Greece. The purport is that no one can accumulate wealth and all kind of material opulence, but during the old age, one cannot enjoy them. Although the Puru attained his father's kingdom, he could not enjoy all the opulence, for he had sacrificed his youth. So one should not wait for his old age in order to become Krishna consciousness. Due to invalidity of old age, one cannot make progress in Krishna consciousness, however opulent he may be materially. Verse number 21st. Kadachit Kadachit manasa brahma loka manahi katam brave vrahad vratam matu janati kam mohita. Translation. When I once uh, come to this earth from Brahmaloka, the highest planetary system, the daughter of time, wandering over the universe, met me. Knowing me to be an avowed brahmachari, she became lusty and proposed that I accept her. Purport. The great sage Narad Muni was Nashtik brahmachari. That is, he never had a sex life. He was consequently an evergreen youth. Old age Jara could not attack him. The invalidity of old age can overcome an ordinary man, but Narad Muni was different. Taking Narad Muni to be an ordinary man, the daughter of time confronted him with her lusty desire. It requires a great strength to resist a woman's attraction. It is difficult for an old man, and what to speak of a young. Those who live as a brahmachari must follow in the footstep of the great sage Narad Muni. who never accepted the proposal of Jara. Those who are too much sexually addicted become victim of Jara, and very soon their lifespan is shortened. Without utilizing the human form of life for Krishna consciousness, the victim of Jara die very soon in this world. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यश्च च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे। So thank you all for giving this opportunity to make and share the note. I was hearing the lecture of Prananand Maharaj and took some notes from them, which I want to share. Please forgive me if by mistake added my own interpretation. So the most important lesson the Maharaj was talking about, that we must start focusing on Krishna while we are young and strong. So most people, if you see outside, they spend their energy chasing the money, fame, and other comforts. And what is their thinking? They think that, okay, I will enjoy now and worry about the spiritual stuff maybe later in my life. But the problem is when we get old, our body breaks down, and we spend all our time dealing with the sickness, weakness, and other pain. So if we waited till old age, we won't have the habit or energy to pray. What we will do in the old age, whatever we have been doing entire hour of life. So it's very difficult. We will not have the energy to pray or chant or think about Krishna. So our lives focus on just getting the things will make it almost impossible to start living the spirituality when we are old. So the human body is meant for self-realization, finding out who we really are, or why we are here in this material world, or why we are suffering. Working for or living a life is fine, but it should be done to support our final spiritual goal, that is Krishna consciousness. So if our only goal is to getting rich, our whole life is like waste of time and energy. I mean, basically, we act as soon as possible, or we can say like while our mind is sharp currently, or our body is capable, we should do something towards this, the final goal or spiritual goal. And Maharaj was talking about the even this society or Vedic social system was meant to help ourselves grow in Krishna consciousness. So society should be organized to basically uh, help everyone remember their spiritual goal. So in a proper society, like different people have a different job. The people who are naturally renounced, like sannyasis, are encouraged to live very simply. So sannyasis or like full-time devotees, they don't need much money so that they can focus completely on the God. The sannyasis, the brahmacharis, Maharaj was talking about, they are happy with simply, eating rice and dal. And it shows that, if we are focused on the God, we are satisfied even some little thing. And if we are not focused on the God, then no amount of wealth will ever make us happy. But today's society, unfortunately, forgotten this, and nobody knows the real purpose of the life. So everyone is just trying to satisfy their senses only. We can see outside the rich people are exploiting their workers to get more and more wealth, or even administrator class, they paid off to make the laws that help rich person to exploit the other person or workers. The people are like so much fooled into taking that they can find the happiness constantly by buying the new stuff, iPhone 17 Pro, this, that. So when society forgets God, it becomes a system of exploitation, delusion, and basically everyone suffers like we are suffering currently. Further, Maharaj was telling that the mind and intelligence, so our mind and intelligence are our greatest asset because the mind intelligence they control our action, and if you or we misuse them, we can lose everything. It comes in a very nice verse of Bhagavad Gita, Dhyato Shampunsa. So if you keep thinking about what you want to enjoy, what happens next? It creates the attachment. We becomes very much obsessed with that particular thing. And then that attachment turns into two things, either lust or greed. If you got it, then you need more. If you don't get it, then what will happen? We becomes angry. And that anger leads to the confusion, and the confusion makes us forgetful about our spiritual importance or spiritual knowledge. And this forgetting basically destroys our intelligence. We forget the discrimination between right and wrong. And with no intelligence, our entire spirituality or spiritual life ruined. So if we lose or if we use our mind only for the pleasure of Krishna, uh, then that is fine. But if we becomes dull, unable to think out of our lust and greed, then we are doomed. We are ruined. So we need to keep our mind healthy through discipline. Maharaj was telling about like include couple of things, using your mind, like hear carefully about Krishna, read it, read all or scripture special, especially Bhagavatam, and then remember what you learn in your entire day. Whatever you learn in the morning or whenever we are reading Bhagavatam, Maharaj was saying, try to remember the main points entire day. Try to share with others so that you can remember also and try to implement in life also. So apply that knowledge in your daily life. Mm. Especially when we are treating others, whatever we learn, if we are using that particular thing, whatever we learn while we are treating others, even it would be more beneficial, and we will not forget that. Because when we apply this knowledge, then we'll get the realization that who we are, why we are in this material world, and that makes our faith stronger towards Krishna. And Maharaj was concluding a letter that about like how the family life, how it is getting destroyed and how it can be, make better. So Maharaj was saying like that the main purpose of the family is used to be the like for the parents to cooperate and raise the children in Krishna consciousness. But nowadays, no one knows the spiritual goal. The husband and wives don't know their proper roles. They mostly just try to get satisfaction from each other. And since our senses can never be satisfied for long, what we can see, like we can see the couples are getting tired, fight, and they divorce. So Maharaj was saying like marriage can only work if both partners focus on their spiritual duties and then cooperate to make their home a spiritual or a temple. So common mistake Maharaj was saying is to think that if I serve God, He should give me everything what I want. So when problem comes, we don't get the luxuries as we expect. then we start thinking that, oh, spiritual path is a failure. I'm not getting anything. But the truth is, Krishna consciousness is not a program to make our life perfect materially. So we cannot live a greedy materialistic life and expect God to support all our desire. We must give up and recognize the problem, uh, uh, and we should take the problem often like it is pushing us towards the God. We should try to find something good in our problems, try to learn something, and take more shelter of Krishna. And the final thing Maharaj was telling, very encouraged, it is not or never too late to succeed. You must change your focus basically in your life from uh, too much, into material things to towards Krishna. So a smart person must stop chasing the material problem and should focus completely on the true goal. And the solution is very simple as for Maharaj. Fix your mind, your faith, take shelter entirely upon Krishna. When we do these things, then two wonderful things can happen. You are cleansed from all your bitterness, all your whatever bad habits you have, and you move towards the path of self-realization. So even though our desire for love is twisted in this material world, the path of Krishna consciousness is basically so powerful that it can untangle or untwist that. If we follow the simple rule of devotional service, we can turn even lust back to the pure love of God, and that is the perfect achievement for this human being.